Just touch something on you.
Nigga,
like make it a yeah.
What the car shit? Oh my car shit.
See, I want to cut you from that shit. What are you doing right here?
Huh? I'm about to cut it.
So you still do that?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So
Damn, we don't got no guys, man. You call and tell him send Brian.
Bro, I gotta call.
I'm about to call her, dog.
Before you used to do your HBO show, put me in the
You know what you mean? I mean, go in that car, motivate me.
what are we doing right now?
Huh?
What are you doing right now?
Right here, working on this new popular drop. This new our clothing line we got going on. This design was by June, so we doing like the little applique part of it.
Okay. This is the applique process you're doing right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to find his logo.
So what inspired the popular brand?
At first, it all came from a CD that me and Mark Henry released. It was called Popular.
Right.
So it was a Spanish album, and I did some merchandise. Me and my brother Wardy came up with a logo, kind of similar to the Supreme one, and was like, man, this is gonna be what we are gonna brand right now. As far for the tape, it was never an idea for the clothing line.
Okay.
Yeah, so after that, we decided to get into the whole cannabis business.
Okay.
And open up a store, but at the time, because like right now, like the laws is kind of shaky or whatever, so we stopped doing the dispensary till they clear that up, and just had to go full blown with the clothing because we had a 10-year lease on the store.
Okay.
So it's like on a store uptown.
Okay.
On the store uptown, that's where it started at.
All right.
So when we started doing the clothes, people start giving a good response and start selling. One of my business partners, he had this embroidery shop, and it was kind of like he was gonna cut his loss on it.
Okay.
But he seen me that I was getting so passionate about the clothing, and he was like, if you go down there and learn the embroideries, then you could just give me this much and it's yours. And I was like, what? At first, I wasn't even trying to entertain it until I actually came and saw it.
Right.
And I was like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? So I came in here for a whole month straight, learned the machines, learned the whole system. And right after that, I was like, man, a year ago on the 1st of this month, I came down here and I started doing both. This is like in the middle of a pandemic, you know what I'm saying? So we try to do, we doing both at the same time. So with everything going on, you know what I'm saying? This right here was actually what kept the store and everything else afloat, because this was like, surprisingly, people were still trying to make their clothes during the pandemic, but a lot of people wasn't really with our brand because we were so new. A lot of people wasn't really trying to shop, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't still hip to our stuff like that. It was starting to get off the ground, then everything shut down, so. You know what I'm saying? That's how it came about. So, but now it's like we didn't collab with a few designers. June Sanders just dropped the DC shoe. He designed this drop right here to match the shoe. So this is what we pushing right now for the first part of like the spring type of summer thing. So, and then we got Mosito. I don't know if you heard of him, but he designed a lot of stuff for Shoe City and stuff like that. And a couple of other designers amongst my partner J5 and us just being creative and coming out with different stuff is like, it's just been a fun transition, because you know, like anything else, the more you do it, the more you get into it. I remember when you came and trying to do the clothes, it was like, it was a lot of stuff that you was like, man, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that, and I'm like, damn, dog, I'm just starting off. Oh, you talking manufacturing overseas shit, man, I can't fuck with that shit.
I found one, but it's taking some time, you feel me? I got some water first before I even like say something to you, but I got, it's still, you know,
nah, I know, and now not, but stuff like that was kind of like what got me in my bag. That was like, if I'm gonna jump out there now and say that I'm doing clothing, then this is something that even if I can't provide, I gotta have an answer for. Like I'll be like, bro, this is where you could go, or this is the person I've been using, or you know what I'm saying? Cause you know, it ain't always about making a dollar of people, it's more like about building, you know what I'm saying? Cause if you go try that person and he turns out good, then I'll be like, fuck it, I must start using them some more, you know what I mean?
So what keep you so grounded, bro? Like I've been following you for a long time. I think the last time I spoke to you and just overall my like knowledge of who you are, like I know you was born in the Bronx. You came in like 2003, right?
Yeah.
And I think your first mixtape was like 2001, something like that, right?
Yeah, like 2001.
Street Code, something like that, right?
Yeah.
Got it right?
Yeah.
So that's like 2001, we in 2020. That's 2 decades ago, right? And to have the humbleness to come in here, like I know you have a lot of success, especially in the area when it comes to the music. To walk in embroidery shop and say, you know what, I'm gonna jump on this and open a business, knowing that because what happened is that when everyone hustles, right, and they get to a certain success, and they build a brand name for themselves, they much kind of levitate, because you know success is easy to gain, and tens of different conversations, right? But you had the ability to come in here and start from scratch and come learn a whole new process, a whole new language, and now you're running your own shop. Like, what keep you so humble and keep you so hungry to keep on like reinventing yourself, reinventing your brand, like the popular brand, you know what I'm saying? There's many brands I know you're tired with from back in the days, you know, like all this on, you know, Migos attitude, blah, 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 blah. But you just keep reinventing yourself, not only just you, the people around you. What gives you that that perspective and view, that vision to keep on going and keep on reinventing yourself?
I mean, first is like, you know, like the goal when we started rapping or when we started building all this stuff, the goal was to own businesses and influence the culture in our city, and it's still the mentality. So in a sense, it's like, you know, opening these stores and a gentrified Washington D.C. where people told us by now we either would have been in jail or dead. For us to be business owners, that's something that's grounding enough. Like my first store, the popular store that me and my brothers and them opened over there by the Wendy's, like that same spot right there, and like Goo right here, he'll tell you, like that same spot right there was where niggas, we was selling bricks, pounds, whatever, you know what I'm saying, at the time. And like for us, like all the neighbors, when things start building and things start coming, all the neighbors was like, man, I'm gonna be glad when they build all these new buildings, cause y'all gonna be the fuck out of here, you know what I'm saying? And then for me to be able to go and walk there every day and open my own store when everything is around the bill, it's like that's what keep me grinding. And two, it was like, if I was gonna start doing something else that wasn't music, I felt like I had to go in with the same passion and the same drive. So I had to keep like reinventing myself and learning more, and then having my team. Like it's just like people don't understand. Like, you know, sometimes you want your friends to like do things when you want them to do, or like how you want them to do it, because you kind of like you was able to, like me, I was able to move around and be around different people, go to college and do different stuff. Like a lot of things that I learned, I feel like, damn, I would want my friends to already know, but it came with the position, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes I get mad at them, but without my team, I wouldn't be shit. So like, this is just how we growing. So the more they keep doing, like my partner J5, Monte, Wardy, you know what I'm saying, everybody on my team, is like, the more we keep learning, the more we keep getting better, the more beautiful it is for us, because we just want to motivate everybody, like everybody around my neighborhood, like y'all could do it too. And we ain't even have to rap, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, you think that the education or that knowledge came from, you think you learned that in college, or just something you learned, picked up?
Nah, I learned
family business. Where did you get that information from?
You know, one thing I learned like this past year, so much shit happened that it's like, I learned that like I'm my family mutual fund, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, and we ain't had that growing up. I ain't learned how to do business from like my people. My people was like everybody else. We, you know what I'm saying, banging their head, trying to grind, coming from a third world country in here, trying to figure it out. So like me, that's my hunger, just seeing my family and seeing my mom dealing with her stuff right now, and like that's just my strength. I'm about to have a daughter, so to me it's like, yeah, like my daughter coming any day. So to me, it's like, that's my motivation. I gotta be a better version, because I'm older now, so I gotta be a better version of myself for her. Like, I gotta be able to be more healthy. I gotta be able to be more upbeat, because now I gotta run around behind her and stuff like that. So everything just came with time, and like, you know, I feel like I could sit back and question it and be like, things could have happened like this for me back then and whatever, but God know what he do, and timing is perfect. Right now I'm in a good position. Like, I don't gotta answer to nobody. We boss over our own stuff. We doing it for our city. We doing it for our people. Every time I work on a clothing line for somebody from the city and I see they pop-ups lines out the door, that makes me feel like I won. Like I'm still affecting the culture, even though, and you know, and with the music, we still dealing with a lot of the artists still doing, you know what I'm saying? Like,
what about you? Can we expect more music from you?
I mean, if I could ever get, like, you know, I only be working right now with Mark, you know what I'm saying? So, so you know what I'm saying?
When you stop doing music?
When I lost my hard drive. When I lost my hard drive.
You did a hell of a song, right? Hitting song. I had on there, put me on there. I said, oh, really, guess what?
I lost my hard drive for real. Nah, but
one of my favorite songs.
I lost the whole hard drive in Atlanta. But like,
you recorded?
Yeah. But like, you know, like me, the last tape I worked on, Popular, you know what I'm saying, it was what started the brand. I worked on the album last year with David Corey that like got millions of views. We were supposed to work on a situation. Me and him talking about doing part 2. Like, we was about to sign a deal like at the beginning of last year.
You said with who?
That'll be, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Nah, cause you know what I mean? It's like this name dropping, but
it's
like,
though.
Yeah, you know, yeah. So we were supposed to do that. Pandemic hit, kind of put things on the hold, but now like we got part 2 going on. We got a few records, you know what I'm saying? He trying to get on my back to get back on it, but with me now, it's like, you know, like I gave music a lot of my time and energy.
I know.
And I feel like if it's gonna happen, it's gonna sound like crazy part, like this is real story. Yesterday, this how much I know that I like the music kind of like, it's not like that with me right now, because yesterday, a friend of mine, well, the Black Eyed Peas manager, you know what I'm saying? My man, he called me and he like, bro, we doing a show on the beach. You wanna come open up tomorrow? Black Eyed Peas, this is a dream type shit.
Right.
And I'm like, nah, bro, I gotta go to the shop, I gotta do this. You know what I'm saying? It was more like, damn, then he like, man, in July, man, you and David will come open up for us in LA. And I'm like, I think about it, you know? But it's just opportunities like that to me that's like, usually I would have been like, I'm jumping on the plane, tell my girl, look, man, I gotta go do this one time in a lifetime, you know what I'm saying? But I get more excited doing this shit, man, making my clothes, seeing people wearing it, you know what I mean? That shit.
Now, you've done many projects, like I was asking earlier. Why the Popular though? Because you've done a lot of work musically, right?
Yeah.
And what struck you so much that you had the brand Popular as a clothing line?
Man, I try like for real, like that was just the situation. Like my brothers and them, Wardy and Timing. Like my brother, Wardy and Ugg, they had an idea for a store. Like I told you initially, and they was like, man, we gonna name it after the shit that we was doing. That's the clothes that people like it. We gonna name it after Popular. You could do the clothes, we gonna do us. And I was like, bet, let's do it. And then it just kept growing as we go. My man J5 jumped on board. We started getting more serious, the more people start coming and saying, yo, that y'all got a good thing. And me having an embroidery shop, like it helped, because most of the creative stuff that I wanted to do and the samples and shit, I could just do them. So it's like, I'm sitting here with hundreds of pieces and be like, damn, dog, should I? Like to the point right now, I got hundreds of pieces of my shit that I ain't even released because I'm just being creative. Like when you're in the studio and you might have a hit record, but you're like, nah, this song right here is better though. I just recorded this last night. This the heat. The next one is like,
better one.
Yeah, so that's the same thing with the clothes. It's like I make a shirt today, so and
it's the same art, bro.
Yeah, it's the same thing,
art,
you know.
That creative drive is that keeps you going.
Yeah.
So define success to Gordo. What's success to you?
Oh man, like I feel right now like I'm successful. Like, you know, people might look at success by the material things that you got, or the numbers on Instagram, or whatever the case may be. Like I said from the beginning, all I wanted to do was give me and my boys an opportunity to stay out of jail and to stay alive. So for us to really accomplish that in such a short time and have all the stuff that we have, to me, it's like people really, I tell people, I be like, people always come around here and see me at the shop work and be like, damn, you underrated, you Gordo Brega, you supposed to be doing this, that, and the third.
We're here today.
Yeah, and I'm like, man, dog, I'm just E right now, bro. I'm just working. I don't care about that, because it's like, I want people to respect me for what I'm doing now. I don't care what I did before. Like a lot of old heads, they sit around and be like,
keep reinventing stuff.
Yeah.
No, let's touch on that a little bit, because you know how this works. It's like a 4-year thing where the newcomers comes and like, God may walk down the street and may see you. They don't even know who you are. But they may idolize, say, one of these could be the Glizzy, could be Trail, whoever that you know, Riff, whoever you work with, you have some type of impact on, whether it's like a wisdom or just connection, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But you played a role in some form or fashion in these individual career, right?
Yeah.
A lot of youngsters that's rapping right now may not know that. You understand what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't want to get into full details as far as what you've done or whatnot, but I wanted to let the people know, like, you made a lot of sacrifice to help with the community, not just your own career. You see what I'm saying? And I think people need to know and realize this, like, it's not too many Gordo in the DMV. There's a few individuals who done things out of passion and help the youngsters and put them in position. And it's obvious you have done it, and I don't see you asking for much.
Yeah, it's kind of like that person that goes outside and gives somebody to the homeless and pull a camera out. You know what I'm saying?
That's not really you.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, me is like, I know Allah got me, I'm blessed. People love me for who I am. My friends, everybody, so I just do stuff to do it. Like, I don't want no credit. I don't care if somebody shout me out. I don't care if you say I'm your manager. I don't care for that. I just care that at the end of the day, we worked on something and it worked. You know what I'm saying? So even if I don't get my props now or whatever, people think I don't get the bag I'm supposed to, whatever, to me, it's like, that shit worked. We started with an idea this big and look how it going.
Right.
So fuck what you think. I know I could do this shit like you told me. You see, I could do this shit over and over again and don't get tired. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what we do, we could do it over and over again. So it's like, eventually one day we gonna bump into the right person, or people gonna go and see it for what it is. Cause me, I'm trying to like, if I get ready, I'm trying to spend this shit out here. You see what I do? I'm trying to help people around me. I walk around, people ask me for shit. I'm like, I wish I had more son type person. You know what I mean? So, how you not gonna want a person like that to win?
Right,
you know
right.
What I'm
But that's obvious why you win and why you're still here.
Yeah.
Maintaining, right?
Yeah, I mean.
All right, so American Custom Embroidery and Screen Print, and you guys do vinyl heating as well, right?
Yeah, we do all that stuff. We changing the name now to Popular Embroidery. So yeah, so in the next 2 months or month or so, we gonna have a different sign and all that. So it's really just Popular DC. Everything that we doing is really, we just gonna keep it popular. You know what I'm saying? We gonna brand that. We got the Popular store, the Popular clothing brand, and the Popular Embroidery. And you know what I'm saying? We're gonna continue.
So for those young entrepreneurs who may want to get in fashion design, explain to me exactly, for those who understand, what you do here in the process here. So for what I understand, anyone can walk through the door. If you need one piece done, you want 1,000 pieces done, doesn't matter. Everyone is welcome, right?
Yeah.
And explain how the process works. And this is not too in detail, but just say how, you know, to reach out to you and how to contact you and how the process works, and how, you know, you can get someone who's young to the game going in their field. Yeah,
I always tell people before you start even trying to do the brand, make sure that you're serious about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got people like myself in a certain position that we don't mind helping. Like, we don't mind like trying to cut the corners, give you a better price, help you doing. But it's like, for us, it's like, I want to see you want it. Like, you know what I mean? Nobody, even when I was investing in artists, it was like, you don't want to invest in the artist just chilling all day. Like, you're just chilling, you doing nothing. And, like I feel like I'm wasting my money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like before you start, just make sure that you're serious, you focus. There's money out here for everybody. You don't gotta hate on nobody. And then, you know what I'm saying, if you want to come down here and mess with us, you come with your design, with your logo. If you don't have that, we got graphic designers in here that'll create your logo from scratch. Once we got that, you decide how you want your logo, what you want it on hoodies, on hats, on t-shirts, and then we run down the different fabrics, the different materials, and then the different ways that you can get it done, from direct to garment to screen print, sublimation, embroidery. We specialize in embroidery more than all that other stuff, because this is what we have right here. So, you know, like I tell a lot of people, you could bring me a garment and I'm gonna put embroidery on it, but like I guarantee the embroidery on the garment. I don't sell the garment because I don't make garment from scratch. So if you bring me a shirt that's boule, my embroidery gonna look good. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's your shirt, you know what I'm saying? But we also got manufacturers and people that we could point you in the right direction and sit down and consult you and tell you, you know what I mean? This fabric is better for embroidery. This fabric is better for screen print. This, you know what I'm saying? So stuff like that. So if you come, that's the process, you know what I mean? If you want embroidery, you gotta get your logo digitized. A lot of people don't know what that is. They be like, oh, but I got it on a JPEG already, but it's for the machine to read it. It gotta look like a certain way. And it's just a process, and then we do that, then I can put it on whatever you want. So just basically just coming to sit down with us, because we really wanna, like our goal when I first got the embroidery shop, it was like for commercial use. For me now, it's more like building brands. Like I'm trying to sit down with up and coming brands and start from scratch and create and just work with certain individuals that really trying to do this fashion stuff and see how I could help them, you know what I'm saying? Basically, like I was doing with the music, it's like we trying to, especially with the artists, like we trying to sign artists to like merchandise deal, because a lot of these artists don't really see the value on making money off their merchandise, how much money they could make to fund their career and studio time and videos and all this stuff. So, and most of them not trying to spend their money up front like everybody else, but you know what I mean, we got the stuff available, so you know what I mean, we same way, we could front you some clothes and go get your money and come back, and you know what I'm saying, and we figure it out, make it make sense. So this, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man, this is beautiful, man. Thanks for having me, man. I do want to come back and I want to talk to J5 as well.
Yeah, J5 is the man. See, J5 just a humble guy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But he's the man. He's the man of many trades, many things. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, every team gotta have like a connector, man. J5 is like a connector. He's a person that knows everybody. Everybody know him, know how to talk. Like a lot of times, even with the customers and stuff, it's like I'll be like, you talk to him, dog, because what I'ma tell him, he not coming back, B. Real rap. So it be like that, you know what I'm saying? You always gotta play. That's the good time of having a good team, man. You have people in every position to do different things, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I love my team. Like we really get, like, people that know us, we came out the mud. Like we ain't had nothing. Like most of my brothers came from third world countries. Like for us to be in the position we are, it's like, to me, it's like, bro, I don't know what more you want from her.
I've been following for a while, bro. I came in from Jamaica in 03. And I've been following the area on who was doing what, you know, the whole like the 368, I think.
Yeah.
There was a music group, you know, your affiliation, all those guys. So I watched.
When I was with 4-3 and all that, yeah.
Exactly. So I watched all that happen, and I watched who, you know what I'm saying? I got to study, you know, the OGs and who was doing it before me. You feel me? So I studied all of you guys. So I see the overall vision and how, like, you know, who's maintaining, who's doing what it's supposed to be doing and whatnot. Just the reason why you're here today. I get it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just sad. A lot of youngsters, I mean, not too negative to talk on, but a lot of young folks coming right now don't understand the impact a person like you or what, you know, the groundwork. Yeah. Not just you, but a lot of the individual done for us. You see what I'm saying?
Man, you know, when we was out, we had to really like go places for people to know us. Now people go viral overnight, you know what I'm saying? But it's all, you know, one like documentary that they working on it. I had them apart a long time ago. I was crying in that joint and all that because like it's like certain questions that they asked me about like XO and different people, like stuff that we went through, like trying to get known, like really being from the city and be like, yo, we going to LA, we going to all these places when people wasn't going and putting on for the city and people wasn't really like paying us no mind, you know what I'm saying? So now to see it and see the growth and all that, it's like when you going through it, you be a little bitter, but then now that you see it and see how it flourished and see how all these other young dudes is popping and how Wale grew to be who he was and Shot Glizzy and Free Trail and everybody that's doing what they're doing, to me, it's like, yo, we won, my nigga. Like, what is you mad about? Like, you know what I mean? Like, as an old head or as somebody that was pioneering that, you're supposed to be happy and cheering on and still hang your hands, even though they not asking. When you get a chance and you see them, be like, look, young, and you shoot. You know what I mean? Because, you know, I was that type of youngin' when I was coming up that I ain't want to hear no 30, 40-year-old nigga tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? So you got to put yourself in their shoes and be like, you know, I was there before, you know what I mean? Right. But still, you know me, I mean good. So, you know, take that. If you want to take heed to it, take heed to it. If not, you know, still wish you the best. Stay out of trouble, young nigga, you know what I mean?
Right. We got to get you back to music, though. You got to get you got to get this on camera. You got to get me a record.
Yeah, like, you know, nah, you know, like, you know, it's like everything else, man. You know, like music's a part of me, bro. Like I get in the studio, I get to work. I'm really trying to, like a lot of these artists in the city that's doing their thing, I'm trying to really sit down with them in the studio with a couple of producers and come up with some heat, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like just let's work and just really not no heat for me to rap on. It's really just to see them, like, man, let's format these songs and like, you know, as an older person in the game, that's what you need. You gotta tell them, like, you can't be mad at them because they doing certain things, but you're not telling them. You're not giving them an option. It's like telling a nigga, yo, you should be, man, give me an option, bro. Stop telling me what to do when you don't got an option. Hey, what I'm gonna do?
Yeah, in fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, this how I get my buddy. You want me to stop doing this?
Do what?
What's up?
Yeah.
Like what happened with Baby and Young Thug. Young Thug gave him 20,000, get in the studio rap. Yeah, look where he at now. So it's like, if you're not willing to do that for somebody to change their life, that's like, you gotta let them be. And just, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I always thought like that. Like, I'm like, I can't really change these kids' life right now. But if I was in a position to, you know, I'd be willing to, but I can't go over there and be like, here, 50,000, stay in the studio and rap. You know what I'm saying? I got businesses, I got family, you know what I mean? But for the people that can, and our community that's coming up, like all these people, CEOs and people that's doing all this shit, bro, you see a young nigga with talent, give him a chance, bro. All this politics shit, that shit bullshit, my nigga. You could, I done seen it with my own eyes. If you really want to change that kid's life, you could change it tomorrow. Stop BSing them.
How you say so neutral? What's the secret sense of neutral? Because I see you, you deal with, like, say, for the, like, there are people who like got like turf wars and they're beefing and whatnot, and you cool with both parties, and you know you just say neutral in between. What's going on? Especially being a person that came from, like, you know, the Bronx to the city. There's a lot of history behind why cats may have differences, right? But you may come here and you may, for all I know, you may even glue a certain issues. You may fix a certain issues. What's the secret between, like, you know, like staying neutral and not picking a side when people
I mean, it's just respect, bro. Like, I learned coming from New York to DC, where everybody love me and respect me so much, is that if somebody invites you to their house, you ain't gonna put your feet on their glass table. You ain't gonna ash on the floor. You ain't gonna disrespect. You know what I mean? You're gonna stay in your lane. Everybody that know me know what I'm about. I always put that across. I've been about my music. I've been about my bread. I've been about my family. So people just respect that, and I respect them for what they are. They respect me for who I am. I never had a problem. Like, a lot of people, like, I never had a problem, bro. I done been in situations like you said. I done bumped into people that's beefing with my man, and they be like, hey, yo, Faz ain't got nothing to do with you. I be like, I ain't got nothing to do with it, you know what I'm saying? But even though, like, you know, like, if real law, like, if I'm with my man and you trying to do something with my man, it's my beef, you know what I'm saying? Like, just man shit. But at the end of the day, it's like they know what I'm about, and I don't put that energy out. So They respect that. So, you know what I'm saying? I respect them. And I respect the city, Maryland, DC, Virginia, everybody for embracing me.
It shows.
You know what I'm saying? So like they ain't had to let me open up my business. They ain't had to accept me. They ain't had to show me the love. And they do. So like I came to DC, I went to Howard. People didn't like Howard dudes. I was a Migo. They ain't like Migos. And I was from the Bronx. They ain't like people from New York. I was so fucked up. But I had to learn a way to fucking fit. Be like, yo, I'm here, dog. I'm chilling, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, and even a lot of stuff that I got away with when we was out here wilding, I got away with it because I had some good men and good people around me that took love to me and snapped me, bro. Like, that's what kept me alive. Just the people around me that fucked with me. Like, yeah, like people, every time I came, good people, good men was like, nah, that's my man. I ain't even asking to stamp me. It was just more like natural, and I took heed to that. Yo, I'm good with people. I'm good with this. Let me mind my business. Stay grounded and chill, and everything work. You know, sometimes we be going through it, but minus the bullshit, life is great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, thanks for having me, man.
Appreciate you.
Much love to you. Again, I watch you from, you know, I've been here 03. I've been following you since. And I see you know, all the stuff you've done for the community and myself. You see what I'm saying? So I appreciate you for that.
Appreciate it.
But yeah, man.
And we're gonna continue. We locked in.
Definitely, yeah. We got some music for one, and as far as like the fashion shit. When I get my shit together, I'm gonna come holler at you.
My goal is to do a whole fashion show and the whole DC fashion with all the brands over here, with everybody, you know what I'm saying? So that's my goal, and people that want to fuck with it. I fuck with everybody shit, but like, for real, like I say that honestly, like, it's not about like being political or none of that. Like, I fucks with everybody that's trying to do something, bro. Cause I know how hard it is, cause I come from that, like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, we gonna keep it moving, and hopefully people take heed to that, and we come together and really do it for the city. Our time, it's like, if COVID ain't showed you nothing else, it's like you gotta appreciate and love your peoples, where you at, everything around you, appreciate it, cause it could be taken away from you at any moment. So if we not gonna do that now, then when we gonna do it, you know what I'm saying? So let's get it together, people. Let's get this back.
Kid Prezzy.
Press, my man.
Gordo Brega, and we out. Thank you, man.
Yeah, yo, much love. Appreciate you. Yo, go.